The forwarding of the affliction of the African diasporan family has occurred most effectively by being integrated into a burning house. I am talking about the enemies of Israel and the white supremacists. So, economic forces like recession, stagflation, introducing the petrodollar, welfare, and unemployment correlated to white women's rise in employment forwarded the affliction of the African diaspora. The witchcraft of pharmakia and disease via drug wars, AIDS, Ebola, syphilis, LGBTQ, and other women were launched like grenades, while a culture of physical violence was also launched through world wars, domestic violence, fornication, adultery, and resulted in millions of other deaths through abortion, guns, and maternal mortality. Obviously, there are many white women in the system who have been allies of all women and women in the diaspora and continue to support us. But the first and most detrimental and unique aspect of the white female oppression is that they deprive the African diaspora and family, women, and children and community of their leader, protector, and provider. The greatest frontline assault against the African family via covetousness. The weaponized white female escaping or cooperating in the violence of her fallen angel made seed line enters into nightclubs, parties, concerts, sports events to harvest professional athletes and entertainers with the most wealth away from Black women, children, community, and family. A virtual vampire, the men invite them in and exalt her above the women of the diaspora as a welcome Trojan horse, and Delilah is suddenly upon us. White women do deal with the burning bed of the ultraviolence of the white male fallen angel seed. However, those are not their majority. They raise the very men who enforce institutional oppression against the African man, woman, and family. We'll examine how the forces affording the affliction of the uber whore of Babylon have united to systematically genocide the African diaspora. White women enter into communities, nightclubs, parties, concerts, and sports events to covet professional athletes and entertainers and the most wealth away from Black women, the Black family, and Black community. Foolish Black men invite them in and exalt her above the women of the diaspora as a welcome Trojan horse. They compound the white supremacist power structure because white women also rule. She has even forced Black women out of the house through welfare and by having them work in her own home after emancipation. This woman has no fear of retaliation from the African American community. She can castrate transgender Black boys, dress them and their own little girls in bondage gear, and walk into the homes of Black men and unalive them, even with her bare hands, expecting no consequences. White female supremacist is weaponized to bomb, flood, genocide, and destroy a multitude of Black cities and careers and the Black family. Join Into All Truth to decipher the game that can push us toward unity and healing of the African diaspora, family, men, women, children in Yahusha, because we can trust the promise that this generation shall not pass away until all things be fulfilled.